October, of course, is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and it's something that has affected so many people, including our next two guests. And I get to welcome back a friend, which we realize has been way too long since I have last seen you. Alyssa Savaretti is with us, and also she's introducing us today to Bonnie Medina, both right now breast cancer survivors. But Alyssa, I want to revisit your history. 38 years old when you were diagnosed, 20-year anniversary since your last chemo treatment coming up.
Yes.
A big milestone, but I think also what you've done for the community and others has been pretty inspiring. Talk about what you did when you were going through cancer that you knew, you know what, I can help other women.
Yeah, so, mammograms are scheduled usually for women that are 40 years and older. And I was one of those young people I was working on a business of my own and uninsured entrepreneur, and all of a sudden I found a lump. And I like people to know, for those that are uninsured, they start at the health department and try to get you on emergency Medicaid. So that actually didn't happen. Pinellas County Social Services paid for my mastectomy and then the 8 rounds of chemo that followed. So yeah, October the 9th is my 20-year last day of chemo. It is quite a milestone. Like I said, I don't celebrate every year, but I'm going to celebrate that one. But my journey, started, I was in Las Vegas, actually. I was a dancer, and when I lost my breast, I was uninsured. So 5 months post-chemo, I had to go back on stage, minus one breast. They padded my costume, and I called myself the lopsided showgirl because I could make fun of me, but it was really about the marketing of the story.
Yes.
And so that was really when I realized, I can't only be me that has this problem, and that was how my hope chest got birthed in 2003.
Because you have been able to help women get that reconstructive surgery, which I feel like means so much, from the mental, the physical ailments. What did it mean for you too when you were able to start telling the stories? And you yourself too, as you were healing as well during this time.
Yeah, so, what people don't realize is breast reconstruction is the final step of treatment. It is covered by insurance as treatment. So, imagine yourself getting stuck in this hole where you've had mastectomy, but you either don't have the means or the money. Yeah. I spent 3 years as a young single woman without my breast, and it was horrible. And, I don't dwell on it, and I didn't at that time, but I can say that, I feel very blessed to do this work. My Hope Chest is a locally based national organization. We've helped women all over the country. We've flown a gal 3 times from Nome, Alaska to Seattle, Washington. We help at home first, so I want everyone to know that. But I feel very blessed to do this work, and we can't do it without the community.
And one of those women, of course, Bonnie, I want to bring you in here. You serve the community anyways as a nurse, so a big thank you there. You too diagnosed at an early age with breast cancer, and do you agree that's the final step? Insurance recognizes reconstruction as the final step, but making sure women get this opportunity. It sounds like, again, that was what impacted you.
Yes, it was a blessing that I came across Alyssa. I had to wait a whole year after my whole completion of treatment in order to be considered for reconstruction. When I finally started looking for reconstruction, my problem was my deductible. My insurance was not covering most of it, and I had a big chunk still left over from all my previous treatments and medical bills.
Yes.
So I thought I'll never be able to feel whole because that was my last step.
Yeah.
I was fine. I was celebrating, being a cancer survivor. But then you start getting the depression of I don't feel whole, and that was my problem. I didn't feel complete because my breasts were taken away. So that was my I guess my sense of losing myself, falling into a depression because I didn't feel whole until I saw Alyssa on TV advertising my Hope Chest, reached out to her, and I told her my story, and I came across her, and she was my lifesaver.
And how are you today?
I feel great. 1 year since my reconstruction, so I feel blessed.
Awesome.
Yes, I'm going on 5-year cancer-free next month in November, so I'm blessed for that as well. But like I said, I got my full sense of self-esteem back. I feel great, and it's all through my Hope Chest.
I love this. Well,
Yeah.
Alyssa, we only have about 30 seconds left. I know this is kind of a really big event that is coming up, and you were looking for people to continuously get involved, even at the board level. You were telling me before we got started. This is such a special organization for you. So what details can we share so people can come out and support?
Okay, so two things. We have an event on November the 10th. It's the TEE for TWO, T for Two Charity Topgolf Classic, and that's going to be at Topgolf in Brandon. The information is on Eventbrite and on our website. And then the last thing that I was sharing is, we can't do the work that we do without a leadership board. So we're working on, new people since the pandemic and what have you. So if you want to get involved, also, send an email through myhopechest.org.
Oh, I just love this. One, women helping women, but with such a hard time in their lives, and to see the good that you're doing. It is great to see you again.
You too.
Please keep it up, Bonnie. I am so happy you are doing
Thank
well.
you.
And as always, we will have even more information on our website, so feel free to check it out as well. Take care, ladies.
Thank
Thank you. Thank you so much.